Hello everyone, welcome to the Yarn Bowl. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute textured crossbody bag. It's a boho style crossbody bag with cute little tassel cords attached to it. It's relatively simple to make. Today we are going to see how to crochet this cute bag. This tassel cord is totally optional. If you don't want, you can make it without that. The written pattern of this bag is available in my website, theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Come on, let's see how to crochet this cute crossbody bag. Meanwhile, if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. For this project I'll be using 3 different colors of yarn. First will be white. It's size 4 yarn, 100% cotton yarn from Sugar and Cream. And second one would be hot pink color in the same Sugar and Cream yarn. And the third one would be hot green color, again in same Sugar and Cream yarn. We'll be using 3 different crochet hook for this project. First I'll be using 4.5 millimeter crochet hook and white yarn. We'll be working the 2 sides of the bag, which will be bobble circles. So for that, for round 1, I will work a magic ring, and then I will work 7 single crochets around the magic ring, and then work a slip stitch on top of the starting single crochet to close this round 1. And once this is done, we will tighten the magic ring and secure it with a knot. So go ahead, work round 1. I'll meet you at the end of round 1. For the next round, we'll be working something called Bobble Stitch. It's nothing but we are going to yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We are going to repeat that 4 times, and then we are going to yarn over, pull through all the loops. So we'll be working a little differently. We'll chain 2, turn your work, and then work the bobble stitch. Always the first bobble we'll work chain 2, and then yarn over, insert the hook through the stitch, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops 3 times, and then yarn over, pull through all the loops. Only for the first bobble we'll be working like that, and then we'll be working a single crochet on the same stitch. And all the other 6 stitches we are going to work 1 bobble stitch and 1 single crochet in the remaining 6 stitches. And once this is done, we are going to work a slip stitch on top of your starting bobble stitch to close this round. So why we have turning and working this bobble round is that the bobble show up on the right side when we do this way. So if we work bobble this side, so that it's going to create a textured stitch that is going to show up on the right side. So we always work a chain 2 and turn, and then work our bobble rounds. And the remaining single crochet rounds, we are again going to work a chain 1, turn, and work your single crochet round. So go ahead, work your bobble round, and then I'll meet you at the end of this round. Now we can proceed with round 3. For round 3 we are going to chain 1, turn, and then we are going to work 2 single crochet on each stitch around. So we are going to work 2 single crochet on the bobble stitch, and we are going to work 2 single crochet on the single crochet of the previous round. So we are going to continue working like this around, and then we will work a slip stitch on top of your starting single crochet to close this round 3. So go ahead, work round 3. I'll meet you at the end of round 3. So now I am at the end of round 3. I will work a slip stitch on top of starting single crochet to close this round 3. So once this is done, we can work with round 4. For that I am going to work a chain 2 and then once again turn. So this row is a bobble row. So we are going to work our first bobble stitch in the same stitch, and then we will work 1 single crochet on the next stitch. So we will be working 1 bobble stitch in one stitch and 1 single crochet on the next stitch around, and we're going to continue working like this around, and we'll work a slip stitch on top of your starting bobble stitch to close this round 4. So at the end of round 4 we will have 14 bobble stitch and 14 single crochets. So at every bobble stitch rounds we are going to increment by 7 bobble stitches. So that's the trick that you can use to see if your stitch counts are coming out properly. So work this way. I'll meet you at the end of this round. So now I am working a single crochet on top of my starting bobble stitch to close this round 4. So we've worked 1 bobble stitch in one stitch and 1 single crochet in the next stitch around. So for round 5 we are going to chain 1, turn your work, and then I'm going to work 2 single crochet on the same stitch, and then I'm going to work 1 single crochet on the next stitch. So now I am working 2 single crochet on the same stitch, and then I will be working 1 single crochet on the next stitch. So once again I am going to work 2 single crochet on the next stitch and 1 single crochet on the stitch after that. So going forward we are going to work 2 single crochet in one stitch and 1 single crochet on the next stitch around, and once this is done we are going to work a slip stitch on top of your starting single crochet to close this round 5. So go ahead, work this way. I'll meet you at the end of round 5. Next is round 6. Again we are going to work a chain 2, turn your work so that the wrong side faces you, and then we work one bobble stitch on the same stitch and one single crochet on the next stitch, and then we are going to work one bobble stitch in one stitch and one single crochet on the next stitch around. And once this is done, I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting bobble stitch to close this round 6. So at the end of round 6, I'm going to have 21 bobble stitches and 21 single crochet stitches. So continue working this way. I'll meet you at the end of round 6. So now I'm at the end of round 6. I'm working a slip stitch on top of my starting bobble stitch to close this round 6, and then I will be proceeding with round 7. So for round 7 again I'm going to work chain 1, turn, and then I'm going to work 2 single crochets on the same stitch. So this will be my number 1 and this will be my number 2. And then I will be working 1 single crochet on next 2 stitches. So going forward, I'll be working 2 single crochet in one stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches around. And once this is done, I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this round 7. So continue working round 7. I'll meet you at the end of this round. So round 7 is done. Next is the round 8, which is a bobble stitch round. So I'm going to work a chain 2, turn, and then start working my bobbles. So this round is also similar to previous bobble rounds. I'm going to work 1 bobble stitch in the same stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So I'm going to work 1 bobble stitch in one stitch and 1 single crochet on the next stitch around. And then I will be working a slip stitch on top of my starting bobble stitch to close this round 8. So at the end of round 8, I will have 28 bobble stitches and 28 single crochet stitches around. So as I told you earlier, each bobble stitch round is going to increment by 7 counts. So earlier we would have had 7 bobble stitch in the first round, bobble stitch round. In the second bobble stitch round we'll have 14 bobbles, and the third bobble stitch round will have 21 bobbles, and this is a fourth bobble stitch round where we'll have 28 bobble stitches. So continue working like this around. I'll meet you at the end of round 8. So now I'm going to end my round 8 by working a slip stitch on top of my starting bobble stitch. So with this my round 8 is complete. I'll start working round 9. For round 9 I'm going to work a chain 1, turn, and then I'm going to work 2 single crochets on the same stitch. So I'm going to work 2 single crochet on the same stitch, and then I will be working 1 single crochet on each stitch for the next 3 stitches. So I'm going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch for the next 3 stitches. So and then going forward I'm going to work 2 single crochet in one stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches around, and then once this is done I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this round 9, and continue working like this around. I'll meet you at the end of round 9. So with that our round 9 is complete. Let's proceed with round 10, which is a bobble stitch round. Very similar to other bobble stitch rounds. So I'm going to work chain 2, turn, and then I'm going to work 1 bobble stitch on the same stitch and then 1 single crochet on the next stitch. So we are going to work 1 bobble stitch in one stitch and 1 single crochet in the next stitch around, and then I will work a slip stitch on top of my starting bobble stitch to close this round 10. So at the end of round 10 I will have 35 bobble stitch and 35 single crochets. This will be our last bobble stitch round. So then we'll have one more single crochet rounds, and one side of our bag will be complete. So continue working like this around. I'll meet you at the end of round 10. So I'm going to end this round 10 by working a slip stitch on top of my starting bobble stitch. So for round 11, which will be our last round for the side of a bag, I'm going to work a chain 1, turn, and then I'm going to work 2 single crochets on the same stitch, and then I will work 1 single crochet on each stitch for the next 4 stitches. So going forward I'm going to work 2 single crochet in one stitch and 1 single crochet on the next 4 stitches around, and then at the end of this round I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this round 1. So once this is done we can fasten off and weave your ends. So my round 11 is complete. I'm going to fasten off and weave my ends. So this is one side of my crossbody bag. This is a round bag, and then I need to work one more of this bobble stitch round, and then we're gonna work a strap that will hold this both sides together. So now we'll be working the bag strap. For that I'm gonna use the same crochet hook, which is 4.5 millimeter crochet hook and the white yarn. I will be working a slip knot, and then I will work 209 chains. So go ahead, work 209 chains. So once you've worked 209 chains, I'm going to work 1/2 double crochet on the third chain from the hook. So I'm going to work 1/2 double crochet on the third chain from the hook, and then I will work 1/2 double crochet on each stitch till the end. So go ahead, work 1/2 double crochet on each stitch till the end. This will be our row 1 of our back strap. So now I am at the last chain where I'll be working 1/2 double crochet, which is my last half double crochet for this row. So now we can proceed with row 2. For row 2 I'm going to chain 2, turn, and then I will work 1/2 double crochet on each stitch till the end. So that will be our row 2 for our back strap. So go ahead, work 1/2 double crochet on each stitch till the end. Then we'll be working the strap borders. So for the strap borders I'm going to work chain 1, and then I will work 2 single crochet on every corner stitch, and then I will be working 2 single crochet on the sides, and once again on the corner stitch I will work 2 single crochets, and from now on I am going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch till the end, till I reach the other corner. And in the other corner also I will work 2 single crochet on the corner stitch, 1 single crochet evenly spaced on the sides, and again 1 single crochet on each stitch on the other side. So now continue working 1 single crochet on each stitch till the other side. So again in the corner, as I told you, I'm going to work 2 single crochet on the corner stitch and 1 single crochet 2 single crochets evenly spaced on the side, and again 2 single crochet on the corner stitch, and in the other side I'm going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch till the end, and I will work 1 slip stitch on top of our starting single crochet to close this border round. So now our bag straps is ready. We are going to sew them like this once we attach them to the sides of our bag. So we'll be sewing these two ends using a tapestry needle. I'll show you how. For now you can weave these ends. You can fasten off and weave these ends. So now hold one side of your bobble stitch circle with one end of your bag strap like that, and then add in a white yarn and work slip stitches by holding the back loop of this bobble circle and the back loop of the bag strap, and work slip stitches holding the back loops of both of these for next 64 stitches. So go ahead, work slip stitches holding the back loop of both the bobble circle and the bag straps, and work slip stitches for about 64 stitches around. Now I have attached one side of my bag to the bag strap. So on the top, that's going to be the bag opening. So now I'm going to sew these two ends of my bag strap together, so that I can attach the other side of my bobbles circle, which will be my other side of my bag. So now I'm going to just weave in all these odd ends before I proceed with any of these steps. So I just mark these two sides with pink yarn just for my just to have the stitch counts correct. So now with the tapestry needle, I'm gonna just sew in these two ends of my bag strap. I'm gonna work only in through the back loops only. So go ahead, sew in these two sides of the bag strap. So now I'm going to place the other side of my bobble stitch circle, and then I will work slip stitches the same way like we did for the other side. We'll put the right side facing on the top and the wrong side goes inside, and then with the white yarn we start from the place where we have sewed in our back strap ends, and then we'll go around and then we'll work slip stitches on by holding the back loop of the back strap and the bobble stitch circle, and we will work slip stitches for the next 64 stitches so that we reach to the other side, and then we'll weave both ends and continue working this way. I'll meet you at the end of this round. Now we have added in both the sides of our bag and attached them to the bag strap. I'm just gonna fasten off and weave in all these odd ends of the yarn, and then next we can attach the button and button loop for our bag. So now I'm just sewing in a big pearl which will be like a button for our bag. I'm just finding in a mid portion of the opening, and then I will be sewing in this pearl. So go ahead, sew in your pearl to the bag. So next step is to make the button loop. So with 2.5 millimeter crochet hook, I'm going to work chain 20, leave a long tail on both the sides, and then work slip stitch, and then knot your work by holding this like a loop, and then you can attach them to the bag and weave your ends. This will act as a button loop for your bag. So now our boho style bobble stitch crossbody bag is ready. You can stop at this point if you like this bag just plain, or you can proceed watching the video if you would like to add a cute little tassel cord. For that, with a 3mm crochet hook and the pink yarn, I'm going to work a magic ring and then work a chain 3, which is considered as our first double crochet, and then I will work 11 double crochets around the magic ring, and then I will work a slip stitch on top of my starting chain 3 to close this round magic ring round, and then I will fasten off, weave my ends and tighten the magic ring, secure it with the knot. So we will need to make 4 of these small circles for our tassel card. Go ahead, work 4 of these circles. So I'm just going to weave in these odd ends. So one of my circle is ready. So for one side of this tassel I need 2 circles, and totally I will need 4 of these circles. So now I'm going to hold the wrong sides inside and the right sides facing outside, and then with the green yarn I'm gonna work slip stitches by holding the back loop of both these circles together around. So this will create a cute little contrast border for these circles, and then once this is done I will work a slip stitch on top of my starting slip stitch and then weave my ends. So go ahead, work slip stitches by holding both these pink circles only on the back loop. So I'll meet you once this is done. So now this is done. I'm just leaving a long tail, so I'll be adding in a pom pom and a tassel as well. So I'm just leaving a long tail for me to sew in both of those. And the next step is to make pom pom. Just follow the video and make the pink pom pom. So once the pom pom is made, next step will be to add in a tassel. So I'm going to use the hot green yarn and make a tassel. Follow the video to make a tassel, and then we'll sew in this pom pom and this tassel to the circle that we have made. Now I'm going to sew this pom pom and tassel like this. So this is going to be attached to the cord and go, and we're going to add this to the bag. So next step would be adding a cord and adding in this cute little tassels to both ends of this cord. So for the cord, I'm going to work with green yarn. I'm going to start adding attaching the yarn to one of these tassels, and then I will work 50 chains with a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook with the green yarn, and then I will work a slip stitch on the other tassel circle that we've created, so that we have this tassel ends attached on the both the sides of our cord. So go ahead, work 50 chains and add in those tassel circles to the other end as well. So here is our cute little tassel cord made in contrast colors that we will be adding into our bag. So I just add this tassel to the bag to hide the ends of the strap where we have sewed in. So I always attach this tassel to that side of the strap where we have attached or sewed in the ends of the straps. This is gonna hide that and give a cute look to your bag. This is just a small trick. You can also avoid this tassel cord if you wish, or if you wish you can add in this tassel cord as well. So that's it, our cute little boho crossbody bag is ready. I hope you enjoyed making this bag with me. You can try this bag at home and let me know your comments. The written pattern of this bag is available in my website, theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.